Hey everybody, it is Tef the Lazy Planner Addict, and today we're going to go ahead and look at the new Erin Condren sneak peeks. Now this is not a video I was planning on doing. I actually was not going to cover the launch of the new Erin Condren Life Planners this year, and then I got to looking at the sneak peeks and I'm like, no, I gotta do it. So here we are a little late. Sneak peek number 2 has come out, and I'm a few days late even with that. So we shall see. We'll probably get a new video pretty soon, and we'll have some cats running around, and it's gonna be absolutely awesome. I will say this year will be slightly less, not budget, but like production quality than previous years. Basically, I may or may not put makeup on or do my hair real nice, which I don't know if you care about that, but honestly, that's my least favorite part of filming. I like getting here. I like talking to you guys. I like the actual filming process. Not crazy about the getting ready and the makeup part of things. Apart from being on camera, I am perfectly confident these days without makeup on my face. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Maybe I'll feel like doing it one day. Maybe I won't. Too bad for you. But let's go ahead and jump into the wonderful Erin Condren goodness, because that is what we're all here for. This is my email. I believe it's for sneak peek. This is sneak peek number 1, but it's going to take us to the sneak peek page, which is going to show us everything. So sneak peeks 1 and 2. Again, I know this is 1 week behind, so this might be a little bit of a chunky video. We shall see. But there is some exciting stuff coming, and I will say that even though I was not planning on doing this sort of thing this year, there's some stuff going on that I was not expecting. Let me go ahead and just say I was expecting maybe, another 2 themes this year. Not too much in the way of innovation. I was like, oh, there's only so much they can do. Oh no, Erin Condren has pulled it out. I apparently am too much of a cynic because we have not 1, not 2, but 3 themes this year to choose from. Now, we don't have a lot of information about the choices of the themes versus the layouts, and there is another complicating factor, which we will get to in just a second. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video, so it might have already given it away, but whatever. So we are starting with a redesign of mid-century circles. And for those of you who have been with Erin Condren for a while, you may know that mid-century circles was the theme quite a few years ago, and they also kind of use mid-century circles as their like de facto brand theme. So we see mid-century circles a lot. So as we're going through here, you can just see how the pages are laid out. So it is definitely designed with a lot of the updates that they have made, like, this monthly goals page spread, and, the changes that they've made a couple years ago to the vertical layout, for instance, with the rounded corners and things like that. We're not really seeing a ton change on the actual layout pages this year. I will again remind everybody that I tend to use the vertical layout, so I'm not quite as familiar with horizontal or hourly. But we have the rounded theme again, which I believe was introduced 2 years ago. And then we also have these bottom boxes instead of a bottom space at the bottom. Oh my God, that is so redundant, Taff. Shut up. I'll be honest, I actually haven't used a planner in quite a few weeks / months because I have been too focused on making planner stickers to actually use my planner, which is silly. I am aware, but it is the truth. I don't remember if last year's version, I think it had the calendar down here like the new one does. You can't really see it in that photo because it's kind of cut off, but you can kind of see, can you see there that there is a calendar? I think that's staying the same. I think a lot of things are staying the same. I should probably get out my Erin Condren planner and use it for a week or 2 so I can compare all the nitty gritty. I kind of scrolled down and gave it away. We have Flora as the next theme, and I think this has to be my favorite. This is hand-painted florals in a kind of watercolor design. I absolutely love watercolor, and usually I'm very picky about my florals. with Erin Condren designs in the past, I've tended to prefer the photos that are part of the collaboration with, I think it's called Green Wedding Shoes, and not the ones that come from Erin Condren themselves. But these are just absolutely gorgeous. And I love how every month they feature a different flower on the monthly page. It's just really pretty. I absolutely love the art design. I love that it's pretty minimal, but it's also still there. And then as you can see, it kind of goes into a relatively minimalistic monthly spread. And then we go into weekly. Again, you have the florals here. Apparently we have a little cat chase going on. And so we have the neutral layout here versus the colorful up here with mid-century circles. It will be interesting to see if they end up releasing a neutral version of mid-century circles. I'm guessing they won't, based on what we've seen so far just with these. I will say, I took a quick scroll through this on my own, and then I'm like, I have to film a video on this. I'm sorry, I can't, I just have to. So while I do know what's coming up, I have not dug into the nitty gritty yet, if that makes sense. So we're just back at the beginning. And then we have our third theme, which they're showing is two, but one's colorful and one's neutral. So that makes me think that mid-century circles is just colorful and Flora is just, neutral. However, I mean, I guess it would be neutral. You definitely have some colors from the flowers and whatnot, but the actual weekly spreads and monthly spreads are pretty darn neutral. So we have Just My Type colorful. So these are hand lettered with inspirational quotes. And they are showing off, I believe it's the vertical theme on this one. I find it interesting that on these, they have not been showing off the hourly ones. And I'm pretty sure, excuse me, I'm pretty sure that holds true with the Just My Type neutral, which we will look at in just a minute. By the way, I am going to link the sneak peek page down below for you guys if you want to take a look at it yourself at your own leisure. If you're signed up for the Erin Condren emails, you probably already have this in your inbox as well. You know, that sneak peek email that I showed you at the beginning with the little link. If you're not signed up as an Erin Condren insider, I believe I did a video, I think it was last year, where I tell you guys how to make sure you're signed up. So if I can find that, I will link that in the description box down below for you as well. A lot of times having yourself signed up as an Erin Condren insider for the emails, I should say it's two different things, but I kind of see it as the same in a way. But having yourself signed up like that will potentially also give you early access. Well, it will give you early. It's confusing. They did it a really weird way last year where technically you didn't have to have the link, but they still said it was early access. It was weird. Anyway, it may or may not give you early access to the new planners if you do choose to use it. So anyway, I think we've gone around to the beginning of that one. And then the Just My Type neutral should be pretty much just the same, except it is neutral instead of colorful. As I said, I really, really love the Flora one this year. That's the one that's really springing out to me. I've never been a huge fan of mid-century circles, which is funny because I usually like geometric patterns, but whatever. Something about it just does not speak to me as Flora does. And I'm not sure okay, this is just a little personal thing. On one hand, I love having different themes to choose from. On the other hand, I feel like when I like a theme, it detracts from it a little bit in my hype to have multiple ones to choose from. Because I'm I love this year's theme, but not that one. I don't know. I don't get to swoon over it like I got to do with Kaleidoscope, and a little bit with layers. You guys get what I mean? I know I'm being really weird here. It is what it is. Okay, I scrolled down. So I guess you guys can see new sizes. So that's the really big thing that's getting my brain going. What are the implications of these new sizes? Yes. So we have had an 8.5 by 11 teacher lesson planner for years now. And the justification, at least in my brain, was that teachers have papers from students that they might want to put in their planner, or papers that they had to print out that they want to use in planning that they might want to put in their planner. And so it makes sense to have that 8.5 by 11 size. Whereas the size of the LifePlanner in the past has been, I believe it's an 8 by 10. So now we have three sizes. So we have the 8.5 by 11, We have the, let's call it 8 by 10-ish because I don't remember exactly. And then we have a new A5 size, which is for those of us who are on imperial measurements, it's 5.8 by 8.3 inches. So basically 5.5 by 8 if you want to round. For the rest of the world, A5 is a completely recognizable size of paper because they actually have a system that works logically. But for us in the US, it is not that kind of thing. So I think this is the implication that's going to really impact the layout. As much as I would love an A5 vertical planner, I'm not sure if we're going to see it. Let's go through the images. I might be proven wrong instantly. Here are some comparisons, by the way, between the sizes. So we have the 8.5 by 11, the 8 by 10, and the A5. And here we have the size comparison again. So you can really see the A5 is a little bit smaller than the LifePlanner, but not really as big as the huge one. And I think this A5 one is going to be great for those of us who really do like bringing our planners places. I say those of us as if I'm not home all the time and like working from home and my planner just lives on my desk. But I do have to say, I gave a Hobonichi planner a try last year for a little bit, and I really did like the fact that it took up less space on my desk. So that was really cool. Now, as a sticker planner, I am a little bit worried about the implications of having the different sizes and the stickers that are going to be available, both from like if I order an A5, will I be able to get the stickers, like, packs that I want from other sellers? If they have the vertical, since I do want to stick with vertical planning, that works best for me. But also from a sticker shop owner's point of view, that's exhausting. So I might just, we'll see. In the past, like with Happy Planner, you had to like specify what size of Happy Planner you were designing for. And with Erin Condren, you didn't. And that was like one benefit to using Erin Condren versus Happy Planner as a designer. It was just like simpler. Now they are adding complication to it. On the other hand, there is a lot of variation in what people actually want, and a lot of the other brands, like Happy Planner, have been doing different sizes for a long time. So this does also make logical sense, especially because there's only so much you can do with the actual innovation of the weekly and the monthly layouts. Sorry if you can hear my cats running around in the background. Maybe they're adorable, maybe they're annoying. It is what it is. So here is a look at the sticker page. Now, what I find interesting is the page that they've shown here is they're showing the 8.5 by 11, right? And then they're showing the 8 by 10. And those stickers are pretty much the same except just sized down. This one is the same colorful mid-century circles, but the stickers are different and also not colorful. So that's going to be really interesting to see if there are other differences in the stickers between the different ones. Maybe they did that as a stylistic choice. I was going to just say for a stylistic choice for this image, but it looks like that same cover page or back cover page is on all three. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see what those differences are. We go here, and that is interesting. So we have the colorful mid-century circles as the back pocket here, but we have more of that peach and gold mid-century circles on the 8 by 10 and the A5. So we have differences between the three that can't necessarily be explained by just the theme. In fact, all evidence points to the fact that they're showing the same theme. And it looks like they're doing something with the holidays that they have been doing in this teacher lesson planner for a while. And that's that instead of putting them in, they are giving you stickers. And so you can add the holidays into your planner that you want, which I could see is kind of cool. I could see other people might not like it. I mean, I think it's great to be able to personalize. That's, really what the whole like sticker planning thing is about, is being able to really personalize your planner when you do use it. Like me, who's really bad at it, hence why I call myself a lazy planner addict, because I think about stickers all the time, but I'm kind of bad at using a planner. But anyway, so we have all of these differences, and it's going to be really interesting to see once the preview copies start coming out and once everybody starts getting their hands on the planners, what that looks like. So we're going to go ahead and go down to the next thing, and that is an A5 ring agenda. So this is very cool because in the past, we have never had something small like this that really goes up against like those smaller ring agendas. Kiki K is the one that's coming to mind specifically. I've never used one of these before, but so for that smaller A5 size, we have the option both for the coiled as well as the ring agenda. This is going to open up your options a lot for using inserts, though of course Erin Condren's rings are different than other rings. I know in the past, I think it was last year, Erin Condren released a hole punch for rings for their 8x10 binder. Why are you walking across my page, Boo? That was my cat. I'm not sure if you can see. She walked across my computer and she pressed something. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see if they release a new hole punch or if you're going to have to kind of like jimmy rig the one that we already have. My guess is that these binder rings are going to be the same spacing apart as previously, because previously in the 8x10 binder, the reason why they spaced the rings the way they did was because they wanted to make them compatible with existing coil clip-ins and bookmarks and things like that. So my guess is that those will have stayed the same, and we will just be seeing the same spacing with different the same spacing between rings with different positioning on the actual planner. So it looks like they're going to have at least 3 different options: a pink/blush, a brown, and it looks like kind of a champagne-y color. And then we have a bunch of different pictures. 4 different options. So we also have a mid-century circle. They're going to kind of have that envelope design on the front. And then it looks like that's a magnet closure, maybe a snap. Maybe a snap. I think I'm going to call it a snap. We can see from this that we're going to have this option in all 3 themes, since we can see mid-century circles, Flora, and what is this one called? I can't even remember. Just my type. Okay. So we're going to have it in all 3/4 if you count the colorful versus neutral for just my type. And then here we can really see the agenda itself. So we have the planner in here. We have a space for a few cards. You can put some stuff here. I like the idea of putting bookmarks there. It looks like there's a little sticky note pad there. I'm hoping it comes with. There is a spot for a pen here. And then it looks like the back might have a notepad on it, which is very cool. And then you can also see from that shadow that it looks like this is a pocket. I'm not sure if this back... Oh yeah, this back is a pocket, you can see, because there's something in it. So you have 2 pockets. And then it also looks like this front bit might be a pocket just based on the shadow, or it could just be the shadow in the way the photo was taken. Can't quite tell. Let's go ahead and look in here a little bit. So they're just showing some of the same spreads that we've already seen. And then those dashboards, and then here is where I'm showing the horizontal. So I would absolutely love if we could get this size in vertical, but based on the dimensions, I'm thinking we can't, which is a shame because I love that idea for the size, but I really do prefer more of a vertical planning style. Though I did just mention that I tried the Hobonichi this year and I liked it. So maybe I should try this like 2-page horizontal planning style again. Because I liked it as a 1-page in the Hobonichi. We'll see what I give a try. And then we're showing the stickers in the back, which again are these very monochromatic, foiled, simplified stickers, not colorful, that we saw. And it looks like in here they have the optional stickers punched and in the binder versus in the back pocket like we have in the coiled life planners. And it looks like that is it as far as the sneak peeks go. So there is a lot going on here this year. And I'm going to try to cover it. We shall see. As I said earlier, I didn't think I felt like doing it. Really what it is that I find parts of videos fun and I find other parts not so fun. So I have to be really motivated by the parts that I find fun. Right now I am really busy, so I don't have a lot of time to take on projects that I don't find enjoyable. I am talking to my sister about maybe doing some of my editing. My videos are not very edited, but maybe she can take a little bit of that small amount of editing off of my plate, and that might make it a lot more fun for me. Again, I have so much going on, and YouTube is more of a hobby than a job. So I need to have fun with it, and hopefully I can get to a balance where I am finding it fun. And if I can do that during this Erin Condren launch release window, then maybe I can actually continue making videos at other points of the year. I know I've tried to do it and it just like has not happened because I've been so busy, but I'm hoping that I can come up with a balance that works for me and figure something out, because as I said, there are parts of the process like the filming and talking to you guys afterwards and the comments and things like that is just so much fun. I just need to work out a balance so I'm not dragged down by the bits of the process that I'm not a fan of. So just wanted to let you know kind of what's going on, why you haven't been seeing a lot from me, and where I am with that. And now you know if I drop off the face of the planet again, that's what happened. Yay. Anyway, after that explanation, I do want to hear what you think of the new Erin Condren planners and the new sneak peeks that we got in the comments down below. And let me know if you spotted anything that I missed, because I definitely didn't take a long time to like go through and analyze it. Not that I usually do before filming these videos, but you know, yeah, I want to hear what you think. And I will have the link in the description to make sure that you're signed up for the newsletters, as well as a link to this page that we looked at today in case you're interested in those links. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, babes. Bye.